Alright, guys. It is nearly 6 in the morning, and I think everyone else has already gotten their videos out, but we are back. Last video upload was October of 2022 with the Gammas. How fitting that the very next upload would actually be Serumax. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. Hold on. Let me give my boy Dokkan World a follow really quickly. Anyways, so the LR is Cellmax. The LR is Cellmax. And as you can tell by the Bible of a passive, he's pretty good. Right? He's pretty good. This was the teasers, the pool thing. So I guess it was him coming out of the pod. Yeah, like this. They have the animations. Right? I don't know if these animations are copyrighted, so I'm not gonna watch the full thing. But anyways, we have the homie Goresh pulling up with the translation. So he is an SDR type, as I thought he would be. So he's artificial life forms and super bosses here. And yeah, so he has over 19,000 attack at 0%. So yeah, he's gonna be pretty good. So okay, here we go. If I remember right, he's a yellow coin, right? So yeah, don't expect anything crazy in the leader skill. He's 150 to the leader skill. L, yellow coin moment, but you know that's just how it is. Okay, right. So his 12 key greatly raises his attack, causes colossal damage. His 18 key is where it gets a little interesting though. Not only is it an AoE, but he also greatly debuffs. So he might, I think Kid Buu actually nullifies his 12 key, but he might still be usable on Kid Buu just because of the 18 key, because that greatly lowers is going to be pretty good. Considering that Super Bosses is not exactly stacked with debuffers, you have him, you have Merge Zamasu, and I'm not sure if you really want to run Merge Zamasu against Kid Buu, especially because he's not going to trigger... Oh, he does have big bad bosses, actually. He does. So he'll have that at least, but I'm a little hesitant to say, yeah, you should run Tech Zamasu on Kid Buu event, but that's just one event, right? Anyways, so the passive skill. So he has an entrance animation if there is a artificial life forms or super bosses category ally on the team, which I appreciate. I was really worried. First of all, I didn't think it was going to be Cell Max, but I was really worried that if it was Cell Max, it was going to be artificial life forms. And if it was artificial life forms, then he would have been garbage. Because hold on, guys. Let's think of some really top tier artificial life forms units we have here. We have uh is AGL Baby on it? I Super 17. Nobody can beat me when I'm Super 17. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, anyway, so for 3 turns, he has guard, 100% attack and defense, as well as performing an additional attack that's a high chance to become a super. Which is good. So he has a chance to double super right off the bat for those first 3 turns. Then he gets 5 key and 300% attack and defense. Then on top of that, he gets 20% attack, and 1 key, which caps out at 5 key and 100%. And then 1 key and 20% attack per received. I'm not sure if this is with the wording. I'm not sure if these are calculated separately, like if they're calculated multiplicatively or if they're calculated additively. Because if they're calculated multiplicatively, he's probably top 2 in the game. So yeah, both cap out at 5 key and 100%. So he's just getting, already he has a ton of key. So he has 5 key at the start. Then he gets another max 10 key from his thingamajiggy, from his passive here. Then remember he gets 6 key from leader skills. So yeah, he's already going to be getting an 18 key with a single orb, right? Then performs an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. So he has another chance there. Then an additional 250% defense, as well as 30% damage reduction if you have artificial life forms, super bosses, or movie bosses in the entire rotation. So again, this is a huge buff to super bosses. I will wonder what the team comp would be for movie bosses. Maybe throw him on with Broly Trio? I don't know. Yeah, artificial life forms. Unless we get a baby unit, sometime in the near future, you're not going to be running him on artificial life forms. But super bosses and movie bosses, sure. Then he gets an additional 250% attack as well as crit chance 30% if there are no superhero category allies attacking in the same turn. I don't know why you would ever run him on superhero. Like, it's kind of pointless. I mean, I think there are superhero characters on final trump cards, right? And androids, of course, if you have gammas, right? So you don't want to run gammas with this guy, and I don't think you would anyway, because they share what, 2 links, maybe 3 links, because they have fierce battle, legendary power. Do gammas have android assault? I don't feel like looking it up. Anyways, then he performs an additional attack within the same turn after receiving a super attack. So he's basically the new slot 1 for super bosses, which is good because I was really thinking that super bosses needed another dominant slot 1, because Broly Trio is iffy without their orbs. Merge Zamasu can still function, but that's only for a couple of turns. This guy, again, he'll have his guard for 3 turns, and he'll be a lot more dominant. And AGL Broly is fine if there's not too many attacks, or if he has type advantage. But if there are too many attacks, he'll take, like against Kid Buu, he'll take like 300k from a super, even on that first phase, right? So, before he's had a chance to build up. So yeah, this being a super heavy slot 1 guy is really good. Then his active skill, able to be used after 4 more turns have elapsed. So, and all allies attacking the same turn are artificial life form or super bosses category, or after 6 turns have elapsed and all allies attacking are extreme class. So he massively raises his attack and causes ultimate damage, right? Typical stuff. Then for 1 turn, he gets 999% defense. And he has the Taunt effect, same as Beast Gohan. I'm pretty sure this is now by far the highest percentage boost that we have ever seen in Dokkan. 999%. Remember when that Fizz Full Power Frieza came out and he had like, was it on his initial release? I can't remember if it was on his initial release. I think it was when he had 120% attack. Right, we thought that was insane. Now we're up to 999% defense. So his links are looking pretty decent. You'll notice he'll share Berserker with AGL Broly, as well as, of course, Fierce Battle and Legendary Power. But in addition to that, he has End Fighter. I don't think you're ever getting that active. Android Assault, which again, the best androids are the Gammas, and you don't want to run them here because then he won't get his full passive. Nightmare, again, Teg Zamasu does not have Nightmare, so that's unfortunate. Does Broly have Nightmare? I don't think Broly has Nightmare either. But it's an okay link set. Of course, the big one is Big Bad Bosses, which he will share with his few Zamasu. So yeah. Categories, artificial life forms. I think there's a slight error there. Big Bad Bosses is not a category. I think he meant to put super bosses there. Then movie bosses, of course, Android's Final Trump Card, and Battle of Fate. So you read the replies here, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, exactly. If he had, a real, like, even if he had a 170 leader, I think he might be number 1 in the game. But I think Beast still gaps the game, even with, well, he doesn't gap the game because this guy is like right next to him. But yeah, he seems pretty insane. Cell max after 5 attacks, yeah, real. No planetary destruction, which is very funny. Yeah, he has that. This is a frame of his active skill where he literally destroys. Fuse Zamasu, Broly, and Goku Black. I'm not sure which. He must mean Fizz Goku Black. Does Fizz Goku Black have BBB? I'm pretty sure he does, right? Not the Super Easy 8, although I think the Super Easy 8 does have it as well. So if we're talking super bosses, then yeah, these 3 plus him. I'm not sure who else you would have on the team if you're running exclusively super bosses here. Because the category, we're looking for really top tier units. Extreme unit top 1 in the game, I don't think so. He's kind of mid. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Seems pretty good. You're going to overestimate him? I don't think so, buddy. Need certain characters from this category in rotation. Well, you're not running anything else with him regardless. It's not like the restriction was just artificial life forms or it was just androids. You can have super bosses or artificial life forms or movie bosses, right? It's you have some wiggle room there, and you were gonna run him on these teams anyway. These were the teams you were going to run him on anyway, right? You weren't gonna run him on Final Trump Card or Battle of Fate. Like I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they don't want. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't want him near the Gammas. I guess him plus the Gammas, because remember Gammas get 50% support. So if this guy plus the Gammas might actually break the game. Beast Gohan for villains, pretty much. I love the big bad bosses category. He's in his own tier. Finally, some good fucking food. Super boss is buff. The only thing notable on this guy is the taunt. I wouldn't say that. I would say this is a Twitter comment moment. But anyways, yeah, guys, this dude is freaking insane, right? So that is gonna do it for us this time. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video or appreciate me actually coming out of retirement to drop a video on the boy himself, the ultimate weapon bringing about calamity and destruction. And yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for us this time. And so, peace.